Hi, I'm Joe from Pride of Irons. Thanks for looking in or listening in to today's episode or show. Oh, I don't even know what it is. Is it a podcast? Is it a video? I have no idea. But anyway, thanks for looking in on us. But look, it's the women's football weekend. And I just want to start by saying, yet again, here we go. You know, the girls not being treated the same as an elite sport. Where the boys are still training, inequality again, still got a long way to go. The structure, I feel, needs to be changed to ensure, pardon the pun, a level playing field. Hi, Ali. What's your thoughts on this?
Hi, Joe. Yeah, it's a lot of nonsense, to be honest, and it's caused a load of problems because if you look, Birmingham might only be able to field 10 players this weekend because they've had injuries, they've got COVID risks, and because they can't call up anybody from their youth squad because they're not counted as elite, so it's cancelled. They literally are stuck there waiting to see if Sarah Malin is fit enough to play, which might be our fault slightly with a tackle from Vetlin last match. But yeah, it's a load of nonsense. What's the difference between a 16-year-old lad training and a 16-year-old girl training? Absolutely nothing.
I know. I'm actually going to really try to stay quiet because I'm getting angry. See me gradually going red. So Zoe, hi to you. I'm going to throw the same thing over to you.
Thanks, Joe. I think, unfortunately, because the FA run academies for women's football and young female footballers, we are always going to encounter this issue. It's something that has been known about over these last 5 or 6 years, but until that provision is changed and until perhaps the FA gives over the running of these academies, these girls' academies, and the league to another entity that can ensure professional football for female footballers of all ages, then I don't see how we're going to improve things. We're just going to be stuck in this cycle like we are currently. It's ridiculous that Birmingham might have to play with 11 players, and this is because it's an FA decision. And in my eyes, if the FA has the best interests at heart of the women's game, then they really need to come up with an action plan of how they're going to ensure that this doesn't happen in the future.
And do we think there will be an action plan? I'm not so sure, to be fair. I think we just need a complete change, but there we go. But listen, I'm just going to go on because I think we'll all get quite angry about that because we have to deal with that on a permanent basis. But yeah, I mean, look, we're back to winning ways. Yay! I know. Listen, I felt that the girls, every time they were playing, they had this like huge weight on their shoulders, and that it was obvious to everybody that we hadn't had a win. So, and we came back as well from Birmingham from behind.
Yep.
So I think that was massive. And I think, it was Vetterline that said, she doesn't want to get bogged down with mathematics of the league standings. She wants to just focus on each match. So if that's the way that every player's thinking, I think it's not just happy November. I think it might be happy rest of the season. Al, what do you reckon?
I'm going to say something a bit controversial here.
Go.
We went behind when we were following Matthew Beard's tactics. We came back when the girls took the game by themselves. And that's what I'm going to say on that. When you stop using Mackenzie Arnold as a play piece and just use her as a goalkeeper, she's fantastic. Look at the Reading Conti Cup game where she saved 2 pens. She's one of the best goalkeepers in the league, in my opinion. But when you use her to play out from the back and use her as a piece in this set plays, it doesn't work, and that's why we went behind, because we got caught on the op by having Gilly go all the way down. They managed to get us on the rebound. So I think if the girls ignore that, then it's smooth sailing.
Yeah, I mean, I always, as you know, Al, I'm one to stand behind the whole team, everyone,
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt something had to change there, and I'm not going to disagree with you. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything else. Zoe, over to you.
I'm pleased that we've got two wins on the bounce. Like, honestly, as a West Ham fan, you're clutching at straws, to try and find positives in the game. So it was a genuine surprise. that we actually managed to show the mettle to come back and beat Birmingham. It's a tricky one. I'm probably still in the pessimistic side of things and think we've got a long road ahead of us. You know, what we have to ensure is that we keep the momentum going from these last 2 wins. I think the key for me is having Rachel Daly deliver balls into the box. And I think that is something that we need to capitalise on. Obviously, Emily Van Egmond, she's probably one of the tallest outfield players in the WSL, and she towers over defenders. And I'd like to see us do more of that, because Rachel Daly can deliver a fantastic ball, and you know, Emily knows that she's going to get on the end of it. So I think with Martha back, with Leon and Lehman all linking up really well, I think, you know, possibly putting Daly in that right back, right midfield role and her whipping balls into the box, I think is going to be something that is great for us. Obviously, the reason why I'm still pessimistic is Emily and Rachel are only signed until the end of December. So when you look at it that way, we really need to push on. And what are we going to do if we can't get them to extend their deals, which I really hope we do.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get Daly. I think we've got a good shout at getting Emily. To be fair, I really do. If she still enjoys the football, you know, I think Mackenzie Arnold's literally saved us again. Pardon the pun, from some drastic score lines, and it just shows how much we've missed Martha. Really, we need another out and out striker. I think I say it every time I speak to you guys, but we
But the
need
thing is,
another
we
out and out striker.
have one. We've got Nor. We have got an out-and-out striker. We've got Norm Mustafa. He just doesn't play her.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I don't know, Ali. I'm standing here as a neutral, say, for instance, right? I know we've got Nor. I know she's supposed to be an out-and-out striker, but I've not seen her. We need to bring on these players we've got. This is simple. I want to see them play. What on earth are we doing? What is going on? You know, I'm not a tactics person, right? You know I'm not. But even I can work out what's going on. Anything else you want to add with that?
I do want to do just a thing, the fact that I don't think we're going to win every match. I'm not that optimistic that we're going to go up against Man City and Chelsea. But what we've got to really do is minimise our losses. Yeah. We can't afford another 9-1. We can't afford an 8-0 like we did at Chelsea last season. We're only in the position that we're in is because Bristol still haven't managed to win a game and they've been battered worse than we have. So we need to contain the losses. You know, Zoe's right. We can't be too reliant on Rachel Daly and Emily Van Egmond if they're going to go in January. So we need to find another system and stop playing that from the back.
I'd agree. Totally agree. I think the only thing on the striker thing, and as I've said it for a year, is we need another WSL standard striker, or someone who has had experience in the league and play and getting goals in the league. Yeah, Martha gets them, but we don't have anyone who bashes in the goals for us. And I think that would be where someone like Nor would really learn, by playing with them. I think that's my one, if you're saying one dream for the transfer window, okay, maybe 2 dreams. Rachel Daly stays, and another WSL striker who's been proven in the league for a long time. But that's my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, I don't, you know, I normally like to have people that just sort of have different takes on things, but I might as well just throw one of you out because it's the same thing. Anyway, listen, the Conti Cup as well, right? We had a win there, you know. Your thoughts on that, Ali? Just
it was a really comprehensive win, which I think is the first one I've seen us all season. Obviously, it was the first big win we got, but it didn't feel like we were scraping by, which is kind of what Birmingham felt like. It sort of was like we edged it and we got lucky. Reading was, I rewatched the match afterwards, and it was just comprehensive. We outplayed them completely. And it now means we're top of the group, which is a good sign, because Brighton and Reading have got to play each other, and we've got to play Charlton, I think. So that should be a good thing. I don't think it's going to be as nail-biting as it was for us last season. So if we can get a good Conti Cup run, I would be happy, because, you know, on our way to get some silverware.
Yeah, I just hope we actually get to see a match, so
Yeah.
that's the thing, we hope that West Ham can get it together with Dagenham so that we can sort out the stream. Because we've got Cheltenham, I was going to say. You know what kind of week I've had, right? So it's we've got Charlton on Wednesday. So I'm not sure if we'd be able to see that anywhere. I don't know if Charlton have got a stream on their Facebook. We'll have to have a look. But Zoe, over to you. What did you think of the results?
I think a clean sheet is probably the most
Mm.
pleasing aspect of that game for me. Paul Mackenzie's had a really tough start to being our goalkeeper in the WSL. She's still adjusting to how the league plays. And I think, she did everything right against Reading. For us to not leak a goal is fantastic. Martha, Lehman, Leon, the link-up play there was fantastic. So I'm along the same lines to Allie, as you've already alluded to, that we're just so similar in our thinking at the moment. We're all on the same page. But I think there's positives to take from that game, and we've just got to carry it on, really.
Yeah, I'm with Ali. I think we're going to get a really good cup run again now. I think we can stay focused, and if everyone's is focused, I know like Jilly sort of put something out the other day as well, look, onwards and upwards basically. And yeah, what's going on behind the scenes, I think's I don't know. We're not going to get to the bottom of this, I don't think at all. But yeah, have you got any more thoughts? We wanted to keep it nice and short and sweet as well, because we've all had a hell of a week, right? So we just wanted to just dip in and say hi and have our thoughts on what's coming up as well. So Ali, any other thoughts on anything?
Just got to keep, kicking on. I think Brighton will be a good game for us this weekend. We have a good record against Brighton. I think we've only lost to them once, which was at the end of our first season, which was a bit of a cup hangover. So I think, we're going to do all right against Brighton. And like I said, it's just all about containment and management and just keep kicking on.
Great stuff. Anything you want to plug as well while you're there?
Yeah, while I'm here. So I am writing for Since 71, and I'm doing all of the match reports for West Ham. So they tend to go out the evening of any game. Also, I do another blog on American Hammers called We Are the Girls in Claret and Blue. That goes out every Friday. So if you fancy more West Ham women talk and more whinging and everything else, then check those out as well.
Just obviously all the information to be down in the details
Yeah,
there as
send
well.
all your links.
Great stuff. Zoe.
Just think we've got to get 3 points from Brighton. Hope Power's side, they do look more drilled than they do last year in their defensive work. So it's going to be interesting. And hopefully, just another 3 points and just continue to pull us away from that relegation zone. The further we get away from there, the happier I will be.
Yeah, we are looking up, I'm sure. I'm going to stay really positive on this one. So I'm just going to go quickly with the score lines, right? I'm going to go for it. I think we're going to win 2-1. Hard fought, but 2-1. Ow, sorry, Ali.
I would say similar score. I don't think we're going to keep a clean sheet. So I would say similar results last time, 3-1.
Okay. So?
Ali's just taken my pick. So for a different one, I'm going to go 4-1.
Okay. Well, note to self, I can't have used two on the same thing because it's just... Well, listen, thanks everybody. Thanks for coming in again, girls. I always enjoy chatting to you. Listen, thanks for listening or looking in again, and look out for all the details down below. Please subscribe so you don't miss any of all us waffling on, or I should say me waffling on for future episodes or shows or whatever you want to call it. Thanks again and catch you soon. Bye.